Mode, median and range from a frequency table with continuous data. Continuous data can take any value within a range. Let's have a look at this example. On a frequency table for continuous data, what you'll normally find are the following. So you'll find the modal class, which is the interval with the highest frequency, the median class, which is the interval that contains the middle value, and then the estimated range would be the largest possible value for the range. So let's have a look at what they are. Okay, so let's look at modal class first. That should be quite straightforward. So frequency means how many. So let's look for the biggest frequency, which is this one. So this here interval has got 5 in it. So there are 5 students that scored in this interval. Therefore the modal class is 30 to 40. Now for the median class, we need to find where the middle value is. So if we add up the frequency, that'll give us 30 values. When there are an even number of values, that gives us 2 medians. So to find out where those medians are, we divide 30 by 2, because we're halving it, and that will give us the 15th value, and the other middle number is the one after that. So our 2 middle values are the 15th and the 16th. So we need to find out where they are. So we need to go back to our table. Now, as the table is in order, we know that no students got between 0 and 10. 4 students got between 10 and 20, so there are our first 4 values. Then the next 2 values are 20 to 30. That'll bring us up to our 6th value. And the next 5 values will bring us up to our 11th value. The next 2 values will bring us up to our 13th value. And then we've got 3 more values here of 50 to 60, so that brings us up to our 16th value. We can stop there because we can see that this brings us up to our 16th value, so our 14th, 15th and 16th value are in this here interval. So therefore we can say that the median is in this here 50 to 60 interval. Now we have to do the estimated range. Now this is quite straightforward. You can see that the biggest possible value could be 100. We don't know whether these 2 values are 100. However, it could be. And then we go down to the lowest value. Now there are no marks in this here interval. Therefore, the lowest possible value could be 10. Therefore, estimated range is the highest possible value, 100, minus the lowest possible value. It's not 0 because there are none in this interval. It would have to be 10. Therefore the estimated range is 90. Let's have a look at another example. So here we have a table for distance thrown in meters. And we want to find out the following: modal class, median class and the estimated range. So let's start off with the easiest, modal class. So it's the most common. So we see that the highest frequency is 10, and that is the interval 20 to 40. So the modal class, the most common class, is 20 to 40. Now the median class, which is the middle number when the values are in order. So the table is in order. Let's have a look to see where the median is. Now, if I add the frequency together, that gives us 29 values. Therefore, there's only 1 middle number. Now, whenever there's an odd number of values, to find the middle number, what you do is you have 29, which is how many we have. You add 1 on, which gives us 30, and then you divide by 2. And that will give us our middle value of 15. So the 15th value is our middle value. So let's find out which interval that value lies. So the first 9 values are in this interval. Then our next 10 values are in this interval, so that brings up to 19, And then we can stop there because this interval brings up to 19, therefore the 15th has to be in this here interval. So our median class is 20 to 40. And our estimated range will be the biggest possible value. There is one value in this interval and it could be 100. And then in the smallest interval there are 9 and any of these 9 could be 0. So the biggest possible value could be 100. The smallest could be 0. So 100 minus 0 is 100, which is our estimated range. Now it's your turn to answer a question. Pause the video and then have a go. How did you do? Here are the answers. If you answered any of these incorrectly, have a look back through the video and then have another go.